Hey, what's up, everybody? Going to be doing a little bit of a work stream here. All right. See how things go. Let me get back to my Photoshop. See how things are responding to this. Watch the video. Okay, it's working. All right. Okay, it's working. All right. Throw on some Slipknot. He's about to throw on some Slipknot. Wait. Oh, I didn't put the link out. Um, all right. All right. How's it going, Kodiak? I put the link in my chat thing. Let me know when you're in there because I can't see. I'm working and I can't see in the group chat. Mm. Hey, what's up, Marco? How's it going? How are you? Okay. All right, Kodiak. Yeah, you were up late watching streams. I fell asleep listening to streams last night. Woke up, then there was some more streams that had gone on, and I think I went back to sleep. Oh, it's not going to work. Oh no, that should be a different color. Just working on some coloring. Try to do the best I can. All right. Marco's been slowly doodling and sketching every now and then. since you're soft banned from Pokemon Go. Hopefully, you can get back into the things art wise and the swing of things. Well, hopefully, I hope so too, man. Banned from Pokemon. I remember that. You were cheating. I was like, oh man, that sucks. How'd you get banned? Oh, I was doing something I wasn't supposed to do. Marco. Why did I have to approve? Oh, probably because you said shit. How do you stay motivated in your craft, man? I really enjoy illustrating, but shit, I can get really lazy. How do you stay consistent? I don't know, man. I've been doing it for so long. I get lazy too. Actually, what really gets me, it's not laziness, it's depression. That takes me out. And money. Money takes me out. When, I get in situations where I have to devote myself to something else that I don't want to do instead of working on things I want to. For me, I can't do anything else. So for me, the options are keep working on artwork and get stuff done, or work at McDonald's, which honestly, I would make more money right now if I did that. But I really don't have a choice. I have nowhere else to go. Uh, there, I got nowhere to go. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, ugh, depression not, wrecks me. But I still have that little glimmer of hope that I'll figure something out that works. No, 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 Arthur, I can't. I have no idea how to do that. That's the reason when I say I don't know the right way, I don't know the right way to color. I can try, but and the reason I can't copy something like Kyle's is I don't understand the right way to do it. I just know how I do it. Like the way they use channels and stuff to isolate things. I don't know it. It looks really different when I color my stuff and when I color Andrew's, but I'm not doing anything that radically that different. The way I colored that salamandroids as close as I can get to that type of style. Because I don't know. No one's ever taught me how to use Photoshop. I had to just learn on my own, mostly. There's some photo stuff some other people showed me. How to color the way I do. I had to figure that out on my own. Yeah, basically. So you're basically arting your way through it. Fake it till you make it, if you will. Yeah, basically. I know how to do what I do. Everybody's like, but there's no wrong way. No, there's different ways. Like there's different techniques that I know kind of what they're doing, but I don't know how to do it. Could I probably learn? Yeah, if someone explained it to me. If someone that knew how to do it told me, walked me through it a couple of times, I'd probably. But what I do is basically just painting underneath it, simple paintings underneath, and then some effects on top. Now, I could make my stuff look the coloring a little more like what Kyle does, and that type of that's very much it's sort of based in the image look, but Kyle does it better than some of those guys did back then. Uh, I can make my stuff look a little more like that. And I think I did a little bit for the Salamandroid. I did a little bit of that. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Although I do understand some of the principle behind it, I just don't know how to use the tools the the same way. Yeah, almost everything I've learned how to do in Photoshop, I had to teach myself. Why are you asking, Kodiak? Gotcha. What's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's up, man?
Sorry, trying to multitask. Got the kids all. Just give me one more second to get the kids situated.
Okay. Okay. Children's. Kodiak's in the back room. Mm-mm-mm. What is that?
But I won't be coming in the back door.
Oh, oh, whoa, whoa.
I'm so happy to be on your show. No, I just noticed that there's almost this third wave of Comic Skate happening, and there's this interest in the people who's been around, who stayed around.
Uh-huh. Lost you.
Oh, anything? Hello?
Yeah, I got you. Got you. I hear you.
I turned my mic down. I might have turned it down too much because
Yeah,
I listened.
and you cut out. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we shit the bed twice, and we're still around. We didn't turn on anybody. Lost you again, Kodiak. Oh no, Kodiak's gone.
Oh no, I just muted because my dog was barking.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that better? Is that better?
yeah,
Okay. I had my speakers on. Didn't even realize I had my headphones on my head, but I had my speakers on. Wow. This is not rocket science, Kodiak. It's not like trying to pat your head and rub your belly here.
yeah. So I'm trying to like pat your head and wait. What?
Well, so like, and anybody back in the day when I played more guitar, anybody ever asked me, "Hey, teach you play guitar? Teach me." My and still have yet have somebody actually do it. My always reply was, "Show me that you're trying to teach yourself. Show me that initiative, and I'll teach you because I can't do anything with you until you know some basics, get some hand muscle in it. With you,
Yeah,
you know a lot more about Photoshop, so it probably wouldn't be that far of a journey if you just had the right person to show you a few tricks.
yeah.
Because you're pretty efficient in
I
that
could
way.
I could probably do it on my own if I would just sit down and watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
I,
I don't know how to
I
get.
probably could.
Yeah. Well, I've
Uh,
looked for them. I've looked for pro. There's not as many tutorials as there used to be, or at least you can't find them the way you could.
yeah, there used to be several colorists on YouTube, but no one watched it. No one watches like other comic artists have been on YouTube before, and no one watched it. Like big names started channels. No one was watching.
My kid's trying to get me with the OK game, the look down game.
Oh, the yeah,
He just interrupted me just to try to get me. Little ass. He got me with
yeah,
the the old father trick where they
yeah,
point to your shirt and then you know thumb your nose.
yeah,
Well, they've been trying to get me with that, you know, and I'm like, I'm a dad, you can't get me with that, and I get them. Yeah, I even get my wife. It makes her sick, So I've spent about 6 months getting them saying and being totally immune to that. And the other day, he just walks up to me and he's like, "There's something on your shirt," and I look right down and he thumped the shit out of my nose. He was so excited about getting it that he didn't do it like light little thing. He like I was like, "You little bastard, you little, you got me." What? So 2 seconds later, my middle son walks up to me with a micron so that it's just in my view, and he's like, "Here, Papa Bear, here's your eye pin." So of course I go, "Oh, I'm thinking, what's that doing down there?" So I look right down. He gets me with, and I'm like, "All right,
I
I've lost it. I've lost the power.
got you.
I need a new drug. Cocaine don't make you that sick, does it?"
Shrinks your penis and your bank account.
Uh, what about meth?
Uh,
Can't find no one with Adderall, so
uh, Meth. Your teeth fall out. You'll end up blowing some random dudes for it. I mean,
why do you gotta ruin a party here? I'm trying to. Don't judge me.
I'm just saying it's not good, dude.
No, it's not. I had my trip with Adderall for a minute, and that's why I gained a lot of weight coming off of that stuff, lots,
Yeah.
and it's like it's horrible stuff. Then a doctor trying to help me lose weight, he put me on something that's like Adderall,
Mm-hmm.
and it my heart hasn't been the same since. I can't even I can't. I used to ride my bike everywhere. Rode my bike so much that my body wouldn't lose weight because it was so used to it. Right, bicycle, and and I can after that stuff and whatever it did to my heart or whatever, I couldn't work out for almost a year after taking that stuff. It was just like go to a doctor and he almost killed you. You know?
Hmm. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, no thanks.
No, I'm good. Why did I do that?
Yeah, I'd leave that alone, bro.
Yeah, I was in bed and Ethan and Malin came on to discuss Malin's After Midnight.
Oh yeah, I watched that earlier today. It was good.
Oh, good. He's
Malin's
so
After Midnights are great.
yeah. He's so pragmatic, so down to earth in his views. Um, even after all Doug's done, he's done with Doug. Don't get me wrong, he's done with Doug, but he still has this view that he's not coming from a vengeful place.
Yeah. I don't interpret him that way. Who knows what other people do?
Yeah.
Do. Yeah, I would be willing to take other coloring gigs at this point.
Um, well, like I said, I've noticed this desire to get new people. Look at Narwhal. Narwhal he fits into what I'm calling the third wave of Comicscape. He hung around. He was on streams like low beat streams like ours.
Hmm.
Underdog streams because Mandy Moore, Mandy. Let's just call her.
Yeah,
You know who I'm talking about. She was a low stream, and just doing it and getting attention and getting Malin has gone on there almost 3 times in a row.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they pumped up that they got that uh, the Wizard, they got it funded. You know,
Yeah, that's cool.
uh, Wanger, one of my favorite. Dude, I would see,
That dude's funny.
dude. I'm starting to see things in retrospect now, like that. I feel like I wasn't letting myself see. Like when he went on Doug's show way back. Doug made fun of him. It wasn't like, hey, your accent is cool. It came off like that at first, but then it went into like this. You couldn't get over it, and then he brung him on once or twice again, and both times it was to make fun of his accent. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
We're from the South. We hear Tennesseans. I think that's where it's from, is Tennessee or Kentucky, one of the two.
Uh huh.
And we hear that those kind of things come down this way all the time.
Sure.
So to me, it's just
I have relatives that talk kind of like that.
Yeah.
Except it's more of the Georgia twang.
Yeah. I was just thinking about my grandma the other day. I haven't seen her in years, and she's up in the 90s. She's Great Depression. Those Great Depression era people. They are survivors, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So Wanger is part of that new wave of people coming in,
and they're getting a lot of them are getting funded.
Yep.
I think it's exciting.
Yeah, I do too.
But Andrew isn't too interested in cross promoting and stuff, and trying to talk to people. I don't know why. He does. He hasn't told me, but he just, I don't know.
You think it's nerves?
I don't know. I don't know. I've given up.
For some of the hard stuff we give him, he has a big. How do I say this? He might listen, and I don't want to go to his head. He does a good job of getting this thing together. So if I don't know if that's a problem he has, is going on streams and feeling like he can promote himself on other people's streams, then I lost my thought.
I just want to get as many pages done as I can before January.
That's one of the reasons that they came up with the coloring thing. Because I know RT Bear, I kind of cringed. I don't think anybody else did, so I let it go. But he kind of dropped Narwhal's page rate, but I don't think he made sense with it exactly. But was it? I might be mixing two conversations, but somebody, because I'm hearing Ethan's voice say this that I'm remembering, but he said that he's had actually colorists come to him and say, like, I don't know, what, $60 a page, and him go, no, what, no. It's like, makes me think of when I was a kid. Some guy asked me to cut his grass. He's like, how much would you want? And I'm like, I don't know, $2. And he's like, that's cheap. And back then I was, I didn't know what the difference between cheap and expensive was. So I was like, oh no, I said $5. He's like, that's cheap. He's like, I'm like, I don't know, $2. He's like, that's even more cheap. And he's like, how about $10? But it's like you sell yourself. You don't realize what to ask. That's part of being, But
I would take other coloring stuff right now. I mean, it's better than having to go back to work full time.
Yeah.
But who has anything that they,
Yeah. It hasn't been given. Well, the thing about you, and I was thinking about this, and the reason I'm thinking about this is because I know your desire to actually create art, and that's why Kyle Ritter came to mind. Look, he got this job, just kind of like the old school process. He got a job as a colorist, and then boom, Star Blades. Bang.
Oh yeah, dude. He doesn't have to do coloring jobs anymore. If he can do one more Star Blades like this, he can just do Star Blades. $2 a year.
And since they're looking for colorists, they might be looking. Since you weren't, let's use the term classically trained. You don't look like everybody else.
Hmm.
So you have a look that they may be looking for, and
Some of them know I'm here.
yeah, that's true.
They know I'm here. They know it. Some of them know I exist.
But like I tell Tara, my wife, I'm like, I'm always telling her, it's like the squeaky wheel, you know. It's true, very true to that. Every time she'd be like, I don't know, and keep her head down. We'd spend months spinning our wheels, or she would, and I'm like, no, no, you got to be loud, you got to be out there, which we are, you know. Like that's what I'm talking about. The third wave
Hmm.
of Comicscape. They're noticing these names that have been around since the beginning, you know,
Yeah.
that didn't go anywhere. You know, yeah, we had our opinions. Yeah, we didn't like certain fights. You know, um, I realized something too with Campaign, right? My dad, when I was a kid, he loved the Three Stooges, right? I
Hmm.
couldn't stand the Three Stooges. I respected their comedy, but I
Hmm.
just didn't like. My thing as I started getting into teenage years became like stand-up comedy, but
Hmm.
that was even in the teenage years. But I still, to this day, I have a fun just thinking that my hard-edged dad liked the Stooges is kind of a fun memory. But I did not like their type of humor. So
Hmm.
that's my opinion on War Campaign. I I respect them, and I think they did. I respect their hustle,
Hmm.
but right now they're not my type of humor.
Hmm.
You know, but that could change, and that's why I'm saying it that way because one day I might tune in and go, you know what? Yeah, this is fun
Oh,
for me.
I tune in every once in a while, and I laugh. I laugh at some stuff.
Yeah,
I don't hate on them. I'm not into that whole, you know, you gotta police the fans, but like, no, no, don't police anyone.
yeah.
Don't police anyone.
That's kind of the whole point of, if there is a point, that's the point of Comicsgate. Don't
That's
police it.
that's one of them is don't police the fans. So if I'm trying to be a creator and there's a fan group, customer is the customer, man. Suck it up.
Mhm.
And I admit I've had a few giggles. I've watched a few times and had some laughs.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've had like, but it's just not my. I have so much else to watch. It's not enough of my
Yeah,
favorite.
I don't see everything from everyone I follow. I can't. I would be watching nothing but YouTube all day long.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing like 24 hours a day.
I
So
frustrate. Listen to music, but I always find myself looking for that voice in the background. So
mhm.
I'll spend an hour not working looking for a stream to put on in the background.
Yeah, that's yeah. No, I've done that. I've done that where it spent way too long looking. Yeah, yeah, I've done
Because
that.
I remember about the same
Lost
age
you.
that looks. Oh, Lou.
You're okay. You're back.
Yeah, I was losing you for a second there too, so I don't know what's.
Mm, something's up with the connection then. Oh. Hope it's not me. Your mic's not as clear. You sound like you're in another like away from it.
Da da da.
Yeah, that's a little clearer.
I think I got the wrong mic.
Uh
When I turned down the snowball. Um,
oh.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's. I also might have shut down my and
You all right?
yeah, I'm just fixing this.
I wonder if that's me or you that's having problems with the connection. Might be me. Uh oh. Uh oh. Lost Kodiak. Lost him. Oh, he muted.
That was almost perfect timing for you to. Oh, he muted.
Yeah.
Because when I unplugged the microphone to plug up the other one, it muted me here, and I couldn't figure out. I'm like, I fixed everything. What's going on? And you're like, oh, he muted. I'm like, oh, it's in StreamYard.
Yeah. See, now you sound about like how you normally do.
Yeah, my that was off, and the microphone was. As long as I'm not too loud, I even turned it down a little bit, and I can't point it away because my light is on top of a. Poor man problems taping a light to your mic stand. Now, I went to pull out my electric guitar.
Yeah.
The circuitry in it is all screwed. Not to mention the strings on it are like 10 years old. So I had made a promise to Dillard and kind of needing that push, like, hey, yeah, you want me to do something? That'll make me get off my lazy butt and go grab it out of the closet and do, And so I did that, and the freaking guitar is trashed. And it would probably take me about $60 to fix, and that's just not in the.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Like, I feel like I'm retweeting people like a lot that for their campaigns, but I can't back anyone.
Exactly. Me too. Yep.
I don't want to get into how bad it is, but it's like, okay, I have to go back to work full time. Bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I want to keep making art and some comics, but reality,
Another thing I was thinking of, you put so much detail into that Salamandroid that it took you a while, but you colored it overnight. And I'm like,
yeah, I colored it a couple hours. Yeah.
So if you was to get work, that's something you could do fast. And if you could do it fast, then you can make more money.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, like my page rate with Andrew is a good page rate for a small indie book. It really is. It's just I can't beat him up with going as fast as I could go, or else I would already be working on what he already has for the third book.
Yeah,
I can't beat him. I can't hit him for 5 to 10 pages a week. But with his stuff, I could color 5 to 10, but it would fluctuate, but probably more like 5 to 8. But I could hit him for 5 to 8 pages a week. I can't beat him up like that. He's got his own bills to pay.
You think a Comicsgate want some kind of, and I don't know how it would be but some kind of want ad page that I start telling, hey, everybody's posting. Well, if I could get a voice where they're here, but something where it's like colors wanted for
It might be. It might be. That might not be an awful idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
but how would it be done? Because I'm not I'm computer literate, but
oh yeah,
not computer smart.
That's the thing. Is yeah, exactly. It would have to be almost like a forum.
That's what I'm thinking.
It would have to be like a forum, and you'd have to get a lot of people on board to use it, or else it's not going to do anybody any good.
They opened their door.
You could run a Twitter page that's like that.
That's a good idea.
Where you're like, hey, follow me and do this, and I'll retweet you if you're looking for people.
I wish Twitter
and they can all discuss to help people get together.
If Facebook's dead, John Malin just finally accepted my friend request today, which shocked the shit out of me. And I'm like, okay, but other than that, I get.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just was thinking about, it's like But it did make me think. But I wish Twitter had something like the groups page, where you can like join certain groups and then you can post as you want there. I mean, I can start it as in its infancy there and link it on Twitter, but I don't think Twitter has something where. Oh yeah, because the whole idea of tweeting is tweeting on the page, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
People can at you, and you reblog it. You try to get as many people, as many of the creatives as you can to follow you. And like anybody like looking for someone, an artist looking for writers looking for artists, colorists, they at you and you blast it out.
Yeah. I felt like I was half in, half out, not really being half out, but playing it safe. I wouldn't like hashtag Comicsgate. And about the time that Malin, they started calling us bots because we were voting for Malin on the drawn-in quarter. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm fucking Comicsgate.
Yeah.
This is exactly the shit that pissed me off and was going to keep me from ever making a book because my main character is black. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's like, and I'm like, no.
Weirdos mess with Mika Curtis because his character's black.
Yep.
Weirdos have to weird, man.
Is Mika the one that's on Ethan's show sometimes?
Yeah.
Kind of fat guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in CG since about the beginning. When I started this channel, I deleted everyone I was following off that channel and resubbed on the new one. And he's just one of the ones I forgot. No offense.
Right. Yeah.
And then when he popped up on Ethan, I was like, oh my God, I thought, like, what? I was like, oh yeah, I used to follow that dude. Crap. I was like, oh man, he's still around. Cool. I had kind of forgotten about some people, but he's been around. He's not new. He's been in this pretty much from the beginning. Pretty close to it. Because I found like Zach. Well, the first person I found was Captain Cummings,
which I've never even seen. I don't even know what his material was like because I came after.
Oh,
it had to be right after him. What happened to him?
He got in an argument with Ethan over the Tim Lim thing, and then he just sort of disappeared. And he used to make these really wacky, funny videos, just like going on these crazy rants. He was funny, and he stumbled a lot in his speech, which was funny too.
Yeah,
he was an amusing guy, and he wore this one of those goofy hats that like comes down over your ears, like the flaps, kind of like Kyle on South Park, one of those plaid ones.
But he was a creator, or no?
No, he was just a. Zach wasn't a creator back then either.
I thought he was in the industry at one time.
He did a book. He did a couple of books. Like I did a couple of books.
Right.
But he was mostly a critic. He was a critic.
Dude, Zach pulled the same thing that Malin did. They do not look like my brain pictured them. Especially, even more so than Malin. Richard doesn't look like I expected him to look at all.
Oh, I've known what he looks like for a while, so
yeah. He looks. I can't think of that guy's name.
He looks like a very normal dad.
Yeah, you know who Mark Dice is?
That name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
He's a well attacked right wing guy. Kind of common sense thing, but his common sense, offends some sensibilities,
Of course it does.
Yep. The truth. I even said that to my wife the other day. I'm like, I guess it's natural human, because even me, you call me fat. I know I'm fat. I call me fat all the time. My friends call me fat. But if somebody was to do it in a fight, or it's like, hey man, you're fat, or John Dillard the other day telling me the truth of, if you're fat, you're eating too much. That I was like, you motherfucker, because it was the truth, right? Why is
or
it?
sometimes it's more of the wrong thing. Like if you're diabetic, you can't do carbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll make you fat no matter what you do.
Yep. That's what I suspect is going on with me, because I like I was trying to say that stream, I don't eat that much, but when I do, it's like I'm fucking starving, bro. And I mean, like literally, like I'm going into survival mode, and I'm just like trying to eat everything in sight, and it's never like donuts or nothing. I know those certain diabetics have the sweet thing, and what I was told is that diabetes actually does put your body into thinking it's starving, because it's dumping all the things it needs, and there's too much blood in the sugar, so it still thinks it needs food. So you literally your brain is telling you, oh, I need food now, or I'm going to, and I need food to put on top of this to flush this sugar out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a crazy thing. Crazy.
Like when I was working out and losing weight, I ate more food than I do now.
Yep.
But it's the what.
Yep.
It's the what. And I was working out, lifting weights and cardio.
Yep.
Both.
Yep.
You got to do both.
Yep.
You don't have to be trying to be a bodybuilder.
Which I actually do want to get into. I just can't. We were hoping financially we'd be in a better place to get something. Man, do you remember the Q? The Q gym club kind of thing?
Mm-mm. No.
I'm looking for something like that, and there's just not something like that anymore. Lady friend of mine says she works at Bailey's, and that's pretty good, so I might check that out.
Isn't that one of the ones that's for women?
Bailey's? No, I think Bailey's is like one of the ones that Arnold used to sponsor.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I think so. I think it's one of the ones that Schwarzenegger used to. So it's a franchise, if you will.
Yeah.
But in this days and age, who's to say it didn't change?
Yeah. Like
the only one near me is LA Fitness, and it's like hell no.
Oh no, dude! I just go to Planet Fitness, even though people make fun of it. I'm like, that's good enough. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I was just trying not to be a fat ass, and it was working.
Didn't Bailey's go all the way back down to the pump and iron days?
I couldn't tell you, man.
I think that's what he used to. What is that shirt he used to wear of that famous gym? Anyways, that's just me. More rhetorical, anyway. No, but I'm gonna keep. I'm surrounded by people that have more talent than me. But what I do seem to do well, and I don't. Whether I mess, that's what I was saying.
Talent or skill? Talent.
But both.
Skill is developed. You have
right.
have raw talent. I've seen the improvement in some of your stuff. You can learn.
Yeah.
It's just you're coming from behind and you got a long way to go, so it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy. But you do have talent, Kodiak.
It's just when you're reaching close to 40 to be behind all your peers, you get a good dose of reality of, it's like.
How do you think I feel? Some of these kids that are like coming out of
college. Right. Jeez. and you've been putting in the work to try to get there. So that,
Yeah, some of these kids, like right out of college, it's like, oh my god, they're insane.
yeah.
They're really really good. They're ahead of where I was at that age.
Dude, that
Yep.
cash grab is looking freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so too.
I think it literally was a troll at first, and they're just like, well, why the hell not? You know, it's like,
Sure, exactly.
so I keep
Why
going.
not?
I keep going. Like, you know, they do really their best to, especially a super chat. So I've said it before, and I've seen them skip over it, and when normally they would read it, I'm like, hey guys, laugh, laugh, haha. You know, Tank Heist should be the sequel to Cash Grab, right? And and Malin just goes and just move on. And then the other day I super chatted that, and they did the same thing on a super chat. They mumbled it past, and Malin just went, like no, not like or you know, kind of just not that, kind of just ambiguous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, Cash Grab is the first. Cecil says this. Cash Grab is the first one. Then he says the name of the third one, which I can't remember. He's like, and I can't tell you the name of the third one. It's in works. And I'm like, and then Malin is like, you know, kind of agreeing with him. And I'm like, oh God, that would be freaking awesome.
It would.
Yep.
It would.
Probably what's going on is him just getting, you know, making sure that nobody tries to put a claim on, you know, since it was done on a stream, even though it was done in jest, you know, making sure nobody, he said that before he did, you know, Tank Heist was a joke thing that he was serious about, thought would be fun, but they kind of just did it on a stream going, you know, so.
And who knows? And once money's involved, you don't know who will pop up, be like, "Hey, I was there."
Exactly.
It's like, And what have you done since?
Yeah.
With it or about it? Oh, wait, nothing. People, especially something like that, like if we'll say Malin and Cecil did get together and actually do that book, it would do very well.
Oh yeah.
Well, other people that were there would probably turn bitch made about it.
It all depends on who said the name Tank Heist, because he's not taking any of their ideas. He hasn't, you know.
Yeah.
So that would be just beautiful. It's just making something come to fruition that was done through Comicsgate, you know, banter on our entertainment streams.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm working on trying to have more of a personality that if I do make it on these streams, I can, you know, that's I do realize that I have the ability to get a wrench like a mofo, you know. Yeah. That's why I won't go on. Well, I won't go on Doug's. Doug's a jerk. But before I divorced Doug, I didn't want to go on there because I had a wrench on there, and I'm like, I don't want to be I don't want to be painted with that brush. You know, if you'll notice, Elliot and Brian barely go on his show.
I don't know. I haven't been by his channel. I have no idea what's going on. I unsubbed. I just ignored that whole group.
Yep.
I'm over it. Bye.
Right.
I love Comicsgate. I still believe in it. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm torn up about having to possibly, you know, go back to work full time. Because I know the artwork's going to almost completely stop.
Yeah.
And I'm in knots. I'm not happy.
You know who inspires me, and I know he's not Comicsgate, but he inspires me so much. Rick. Rick has a drive to him that just it's like if he can do this, you know, and move, what's my excuse kind of thing like that. He does things. I literally, and I'm going to say this live because I would say it to his face. He's done things that I was like, man, that's going to be a dumb idea. And then boom, I see how he does it, and it works. It works for people. It works for him and people. I'm like, wow, he, if you've ever seen him come, how many characters this guy has. I was thinking this. I was watching him fill a page with characters and designs. Maybe he's not the best artist in the world, but look how many he knows how to just throw out some fun looking characters. I was like, if I called my kids and they were asleep, but oh no, they were at school. If I called my kids in there and say, hey, look at this page full of characters, they'd all be like, oh, those are neat. You know what I mean? They just hit it like, and he's filled with them. If he was on the show right now, he's like, hey, make a character. He could make a funny book character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his drive, he is kind of inspiring sometimes because he can pull stuff out of his behind. It's true.
No, I just got I got the visual because of the kissing the skull. It's like him reaching back. It's like, oh, it's like, don't give him any more ideas for weird stuff to do. He might try it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I do think there's just too much blue on this page to save this.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. I'll just scan it in and do something digitally. So I'm going to keep working with it, but this is more me just figuring out if this page works the way I want it to.
Yeah. Do. In the interest of consistency, I'm going to change that.
Let me see. I gotta flip over. See,
What's up?
Andrew is very, very good at world building. Man, that what is it? A cabin?
Yeah.
But it's very Conan feeling the room, and I'm like,
very hobbitish.
Yeah.
Well, the house is shadowed on one side because it's like sunset, but so I made this window shadowy, like on the outside, but I need to change it.
Yeah.
Just because it doesn't look right. Sometimes you have to fudge it. Like don't do things the way it might actually look. You have to fudge it for artistic reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, this cabin scene and all, it's good. Do. I'm going to put a slight color hold on some of the background. Let me go where the characters are. Yeah, see, that's how simple the colors are underneath the line art.
Mm-hmm.
They're really simple.
Yeah, I watch Gabe El Talib, whatever his name is, and I'm Wrench on his channel too.
Oh, cool.
But he does a lot of course he had some he usually has somebody else not mask, what is it, flat for him, so he can go in there. But he's so fast with those lasso tools, and he's sitting there lassoing and doing stuff. I'm like, man, if you could just do a 5-minute tutorial video, it would be off the hook.
And using channels as part of how they separate that way they can do the lassos real fast.
Channels have always confused the hell out of me too.
Yeah.
He's another one that kind of got involved with Doug, and because of course he works on the current Young Justice right now. He's the colorist for the current Young Justice in DC, and but he's doing some Earthworm Jim coloring and some Bigfoot Bill coloring, right? And which Ethan and Malin were making a good point, is like Doug can afford to hire a staff, and yet he says things, and that it's not a problem with hiring a staff on your book. It wouldn't be a problem. I mean, Ethan kind of does it with hiring somebody to color his book, and other. He's like, I draw and pencil my book, I ink my book, I do all the getting everything ready. So if my book's a little late, I'm doing it all myself. Doug is hiring companies to do his shit, and then which is fine, but then he says something derogatory about Cyberfrog or whatever he does, and it's like, you're a fucking hypocrite.
He's just looking for a reaction. He's just looking to cause harm, so he can be like, see, they're anti-Christian. He's just looking to hurt CG as much as he can. Yeah.
Well, I mean, devil's advocate, not really devil's advocate. I think it's more of it's an easy way to get attention. It's an easy way to get his his clicks up. He's not a dumb man. He's a smart man. I do feel he's a bigot, but
who knows? You just, yeah. Usually, you just assume those wackos are lying when they say that stuff about people.
Exactly. That's what they were saying last night.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That video was so, dude. The transition on that video. You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Dude, that was so good.
Oh yeah.
I was like, it both made me not teary-eyed, but like emotional, like it should. But it was comedy. It was supposed to both make you. It's like, and then I was thinking, I'm like, oh no, I hope he doesn't get a copyright strike for that song.
No, but he's got it worked out.
Cool. That's why I know there's ways you can do it where you can.
Yeah, he did that. He did all that stuff.
Oh, I need to know what to do about that. That would be cool to just be like, fuck it, I have this. I'll use whatever song I want to.
Yeah, there's ways to do it.
It's all about money.
Yeah, there's a profit sharing thing. I've just never looked into it because I'm not monetized.
Yeah. And he started making good clicks on those videos.
Yeah,
and it started helping his algorithms too, because he's making videos, not just streaming.
Yeah. And those videos are good too, man.
Yeah. And you can tell Malin's into the same music that you and I would be into. You can tell.
Yeah, you're talking about you wanting to fix your guitar. It's like, there's an instrument I want, but I can't afford to have it made.
What is it?
I've seen some people on YouTube that have them. There's this one guy that has one he's super popular. It's a single string shovel bass.
Oh yeah. Those are cool. I seen one guy shock the shit out of himself about one of those, but that's awesome.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I could probably get some music, play around with music programs or record something and give it to Kodiak to do something with and make something pretty decent. Just without, I used to have a bass. I never really learned how to play.
Mm-hmm.
I only really had like one lesson from a friend who was a guitar player, who was a guitarist. So I could, but if you have one string, you just play it like a percussive instrument.
Yeah.
And you just keep messing around with where you put your
like you're in corn.
Yeah.
Which nothing wrong with it.
And you'll eventually figure out a rhythm that sounds all right. And then you start, messing with the distortion and stuff and pedals. I was like, that would be so much fun. Working. I say, yeah, what's up, Andrew?
Hey.
Nope, Andrew's not in the room.
Oh, he's not in the room?
No, he's just in the chat.
Yeah, I know. I was going to go out there today, but I stayed up until 7 o'clock. It was daylight. I mean, I literally got startled at the daylight. I was sitting there drawing, listening to stream, or whatever else I had turned on. I can't remember. And I look up and look at the window, and it's daylight, and I jumped. I was like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" My head's been down so long.
The link's in my Twitter group, Andrew. I can't add Todd to the Twitter group because Todd doesn't actually follow me on Twitter. He's like, I don't. Sure I do. I'm like, no, you don't. You do as your other account. But not as him. If you want me, you're here now. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Woo! What a day. What a day.
What a day.
Yeah.
What a difference a day makes.
How's things going with your stalker?
My stalker? You mean the guy next door?
Yeah.
I don't know why he only sets up on Sunday. He doesn't set up on Saturday at all, which is actually fantastic for me. But he was set up today, and he wasn't nearly as annoying as he had been. Mm-hmm. But
watch him be like the coolest cat, and he was just playing and you're like, dude, why didn't you just tell me you were writing a book or something?
Oh no, he's still weird. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with him, to be honest with you. But he came and talked to me, and I was like, yeah, sure. Somebody parked in behind his store, and he was like, don't you know that's where I park? And I'm like, dude, there is no assigned parking. You can't claim a parking spot. So, people can park wherever the hell they want. And that was one of my biggest gripes too. So I really can't support him in his gripiness.
Sounds like a weird dude.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
Plot twist: it's Kodiak with a wig and a I don't know,
and stilts.
Oh, is he tall?
Yeah, he's tall and skinny. I told you that.
It's Doug Navel.
Oh, that reminds me. After the stream, Avery, I've got to read some messages to you. I'm going to have to address. I'm going to have to address this on my next live stream. Yeah.
Is it somebody?
Yep. You know exactly who it is, and I'm not bringing up names, and I'm not saying nothing because I'm going to have to address this. It's just going to have to be done.
It's not Kodiak, is it?
Oh hell yeah! That's why I said off stream because I don't want to yell at you on stream.
Is it Is it the you must comply? You must announce?
Yes. I told you that you would know exactly who it was I was talking about.
Dude, that's so freaking weird, dude.
It
yeah,
is.
dude. If you don't, he's gonna start trashing you.
I know. Well, I'm not afraid of that, but
so weird, dude. It's like you don't police other people. Like we were just talking about that. Like we don't police other people.
No, and to be honest with you, the only drama that I want on my channel, on my streams, in my company, in my business is my own. I don't care about anybody else's drama. Keep it out of my store. Keep it out of my stream, you know?
Yeah,
unless I invite you to bring your drama, you're not dragging me in. Period. It's just not happening.
But
does it really have something to do with Kodiak?
No.
No, it doesn't.
No.
You did start it though. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
I didn't.
I know you. I'm not talking to you. I was talking to Kodiak. I was saying Kodiak started it.
Oh, okay. I didn't start it. I never said a mean word to this person.
I know.
And I'm not going to unless I have to.
Yes. But they sent me a series of
Is it somebody that's been in our stream before?
Okay,
or your stream. Sorry,
we're not going to discuss this on stream, but yes.
Okay, then I know who it is.
Yes, you know exactly who it is. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So,
Jesus.
But yeah. Whew.
Yeah, man.
I've given myself a little bit of a headache today. So
you strike me as the guy that doesn't get mad easy, but when you do, it's like.
Yeah, but I'm the guy that can't hide it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Avery. My little converter thing for the VHS tape worked perfectly fine on my wife's computer.
Cool.
And I got to see my wedding video. Oh my God, were we young?
I was like 18, 19.
Yeah. Well, I'm 93, so I was 19, so you had to be younger than that.
I was probably I was 17.
Yeah.
When did you get married? When did you get married in 93?
November of 93. So
I might have just turned 18 or.
No, dear God.
Yeah, we really can't do math right now. But I'm looking. Watching.
I mean, just turned 18. No, I was 17.
Yeah. So I'm watching the video, and I was thoroughly shocked at how many people were in the video that are no longer with us. There was at least 5 people I counted, and like my grandparents, they're no longer with us. But I was like, oh my God, it's like watching ghosts walk past on your TV. It's just weird.
Screenshot everything and don't reply to any of it.
Oh, you mean that?
Don't reply to a single word, but screenshot it all.
Well, no, I'm going to reply, but I'm going to reply with 2 words. It's very simple. No drama. And then I'll tell you all about everything. So, but yeah, but I'm going to. I have to make a statement, and it's a general statement. It's to everybody. It's not just. It's pretty much what I already just said to you. You know, the only drama allowed on my channel is mine. You know.
Yeah. It's your channel.
You're not going to drag me into somebody else's drama, especially these no-name figures. I don't even know who they are. You know.
Yeah,
I believe I already have that person muted.
Well, I haven't muted anybody. I haven't blocked anybody either.
I don't think I have anyone on my block list on Twitter. I don't think.
Oh. Nope.
I would prefer not to block people.
Did he give you an ultimatum?
I will read you the messages when the stream is done, Kodiak.
Well, we could stop streaming now.
I'm not holding back from you guys. I just, you know.
Oh, Kodiak! I love that expression right there. I've been screen sharing, so I can't see what's going on. But that's see. You're trying and you're learning, man.
Yep.
I like it.
I'm probably gonna have to redraw the whole book though, so that it's formatted. You know. But yeah, every now and then I get a good.
You're learning. You're experimenting. You're learning. You're trying. You're growing. It'll all start clicking together, dude. You'll make a little bit of progress, then you'll struggle.
Oh yeah, I've been struggling for the past couple weeks.
then something will click. It may take weeks, it may take months, it may take a year. Then all of a sudden there'll be a radical jump, and then you'll struggle. Then you'll make that leap again.
You know the guy that the abnormally inhuman guy. He's Korean. What's his name?
Him. Well, yeah, I know who
Him.
you're
Yeah. I refuse to like watch this guy because I'm like, nobody's.
Yeah, photographic memory.
Yeah, he is photograph
combined with talent and practice. He's all three things: talent, photographic memory, and just massive amounts of hard work.
Exactly.
He is the perfect storm.
Do we hate him? Is that what we're saying?
No, he's fantastic.
Okay. We hate him in that he's fantastic.
We're jealous.
Yeah, but I've been watching his hand movements, and all of a sudden I was like, I don't know what it was. I didn't do it on purpose to study him or anything. I just wanted to watch some of his beautiful, and I was watching some of his almost I don't cares and if he got a smudge, he used that smudge, or if he made a if he didn't get a sharp line. That's another thing. This guy's just brilliant, and he doesn't use sharp lines. He used broken lines a lot of times, you know. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should pay more attention to. I already like his art. I already look at a lot of his art, but watch the way his hand moves.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of muscle memory involved also.
Yeah.
It's like if I don't draw for 6 months, my first drawing after that is a little not right.
Yeah.
You get rusty, but it comes back quick, but those muscles forget. The muscles forget how to do what's in your head, what you taught it to do.
You know what the worst thing ever to do is to come back, work on a project that you haven't worked on in a while, change something significant, and then not realize it till you're too far into it to go back, and you just say, screw it, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avery's laughing because he knows I've done it with Hero on several occasions.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
But you know what? My coloring shifts a little bit because it took so long on the first one.
Yeah,
there was no deadline. We weren't looking for anything. So sometimes I would do a couple of pages, then I wouldn't do anything for a couple months because we weren't in any hurry for anything.
Right. We're still not in a hurry, but
Yeah. You're not in a hurry.
No, I'm not in a hurry.
I don't want to go. I don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want a day job. I don't.
I know.
But I don't know. Maybe I need to ask. I don't know. Who would I ask around? Like, hey, does somebody have any paying work? They need a colorist. I could take on something else, and things would be fine. As long as I could, they could do a similar page rate, and I could do it. I could turn in 4 to 5 pages a week.
Yeah.
I'd be fine then.
I don't know of anybody.
Yeah, well, we don't know anybody.
Yeah,
of anybody that what
is looking for a colorist.
They're mentioning it a lot. That's why I'm gonna
exactly.
That's why I'm just making sure that I have permission to go look up Avery Butterworth. You know what I mean? I don't see why I wouldn't. But at the same time, just making sure.
Yeah, sure. If it's a paying gig,
yeah.
And not porn comics, he might be interested.
If it's
CG,
paying,
I would prefer it to be within CG. I really would. But that's not always. You want one hand and shit in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's not how the expression goes.
Really?
It's my grandfather used to say, it's you wish in one hand, or you wish or want in one hand and crap in the other and see which one gets filled faster.
You can say shit on my channel.
Yeah, well, I refrained for the moment.
Want in one hand and shit in your mouth. That's how I heard it.
Well, obviously whoever told you that one didn't like you.
That explains a lot. It was my mother.
Oh dear God.
I'm kidding. It wasn't my mom. Oh, that would be harsh. If your mom's like, "What? You know what? You can want in one hand and shit in your mouth." Like, whoa. Oh, you know what? It's a good time to end this stream for a little bit. I got laundry to do. And I have to go to work tomorrow morning to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30.
Aw.
I have to be at work 3:30 Wednesday. At 3. I have to be at work there Wednesday.
Did they tell you specifically why you're doing it?
I don't know. It's probably because it's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because I don't think they're open.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think they are. And the next day I'm there is going to be Black Friday. And if I remember correctly, Black Friday is not actually a lot of work for me. I do the bare necessities, then I stand around to help people load up their carts.
Yeah, I remember doing that last year, and they didn't get the rush that they expected.
Yeah, but still, that's what they need people for.
Yeah,
you have to be prepared for it, even though last year we didn't get quite the rush. I still helped a lot of people load stuff into their buggies because they were still buying 4 and 5 things of cat litter at a time.
Right.
And that's what I did last year. Is I just helped people load stuff into their buggies because they, some little old lady wants 5 things of cat litter that are like 30 pounds each. She can't lift them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that are part of charities and so forth.
Yeah,
they come in on Black Friday and buy like a year's worth of stuff. So
yeah, and they'll buy like the 50-pound bags of dog food, like a bunch of them at a time. The big heavy things of cat litter, like a bunch of them at a time. There was one lady we filled like the back of her SUV with like cat litter.
Yep, and she came back.
to get the rest of it.
Yep.
It took her 2 trips to pick up all this cat litter. And that's basically what I did for a few hours. It wasn't hard. It was easier than my normal day.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to walk like 5 miles within that.
See, technically Black Friday for us is a vacation, is a holiday. But I still have to do all the reports from the previous day. So I'm going to probably do most of it on Thursday. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably only going to be in there for a few hours. I think they're letting as many people who want to work from home. So,
all right, cool. But
all righty,
hey everybody, thanks for watching. Kodiak, Andrew, thanks for joining me. Later, guys.
Aw.
Metal.